everyone, this is going to be a quick review on the SOG Fling throwing knives. I really like these throwing knives, especially for the money. I ended up with 2 sets of them, as you can see, and I'll tell you how that happened later. They're not as large as I typically like my throwing knives to be, but they are large enough that throwing them isn't too difficult, especially at short ranges. I've thrown these up to 11 feet away from the target because right now that's my current maximum throwing range. I'm working at being able to back up even further. And I threw these no spin. They are pretty durable. The only real issue is if you throw these, and they hit each other like that with enough force, they do get damaged and you will see sparks fly. But other than that, they're not too bad. As you can see, they do have some damage right now. The length on these is 9.5 inches. The weight is 9.40 ounces. The thickness is 0.14 inches. I throw these here no spin. My nephew prefers to throw from the tip like this. And if you know what you're doing, you can get them to stick pretty easily. The paracord that these come with, I don't recommend. I don't like it. If you get these, take the paracord off, because I've found, at least in my throwing, that if you have that on there, it's just going to get loose anyways. So take it off, and they throw much better without the paracord. Another reason why I took the paracord off is because with throwing, especially if the blade hits the handle, then the paracord ends up getting cut, and just in my opinion, not the best way to have that. If you want some spare paracord with your throwing knives, then I'd say just get a hank of paracord and maybe attach it through here, and then you have paracord. Plus, with that way, then you don't have to worry about trying to get it off these handles, because these handles, I'll tell you, it took a while to get the paracord off. And honestly, to me, if it was a survival situation, I don't know if I'd want 3 7-foot pieces of paracord as opposed to 1 21-foot piece of paracord, which is how long it's supposed to be. I didn't measure it. Now, the way that I ended up with 2 sets of these is because when I had the first set, I was throwing them and they would hit and they got damaged. So I contacted them for 1 replacement, just 1 knife needed replacing, and they ended up sending me an entirely another set. So now I have 2 sets. The nice thing with these is at this price point, if the blades get damaged, you can pretty much just fix this with like a belt sander or something, and pretty much, it's not going to be so bad because, they're not that expensive. For 1 set of these is $40, and since I end up with another one basically for free, it doesn't bother me to take these, and if the blades get damaged, just take it to a belt sander to get the nicks back out. If these hit, one thing that commonly happens is the tip gets blunted, but once again, you can just take a file and sharpen that back up, or belt sander if you want to be quicker. As you can see, mine have a lot of marks on them from being thrown and hitting things. But what I like about these is they are nice beater throwing knives. The grinds are nice and even. Anything that you see on these that isn't even is because of me, not the manufacturing. They come with a sharpened area right up here, although I don't have that anymore because I had to grind this down to get the nicks out. But that's made thinner. It still sticks just fine this way, and if you want to do that to make the tip a little more durable, you can. They still stick just fine. Now, the sheaths are pretty nice. They're nylon. You have this Velcro strap right here. My only real complaint with the sheath is that, for one, you have a lot of space in the belt loop. I consider that to be too much space. You could fix that by putting some stitching there to make sure that the belt loop isn't too large if you are going to wear this on your belt. I just laced a piece of paracord through there. That way I could carry it over my shoulder like this. And the only other real complaint is this Velcro strap. It holds it, like if you do a little bit further now without the paracord, it may hold it, but as you can see like this one, it's not going to. So the only real way to make sure this holds is either don't remove the paracord, maybe tape up the handles, or you'd have to modify this, put more Velcro on it to make sure that they don't come out. So that's one thing that I think SOG could do to make this better, is take the Velcro here and maybe put it, instead of just in this small area right here, all the way there. And then And then do the same maybe on this side. And then from there, when it's closed like this, it wouldn't come out as easily. It does still hold it when it's overlapped more, as you can see, but if you wanted to rely on that, just that, I wouldn't, without modifying this a bit so that it's more secure. When I needed the replacement, customer service was awesome. They answered me quickly, they got the new ones shipped to me quickly, just very good customer service. So, I highly recommend these. If you need some throwing knives and you're just getting started, these are awesome throwing knives. Even if you're a little bit more advanced, if you want some beater type throwing knives, then these are great throwing knives. Especially since, if one gets damaged, which, would more than likely happen, you could just get some replacements, and then you have more throwing knives, and you could just repair the old ones. So, that's pretty much it. I hope this was helpful and informative. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'll see you in the next video. See ya!